She stuttered and blushed until I couldn't help but sigh and wish this was over. On the outside, I'm quite positive I looked indifferent about it all, but these questions made me itch and jitter. It was quite annoying. Giving a false Malfoy smirk as best I could, I said, "Way to get those 10 questions out, Jesperson," in the most sarcastic voice I could muster.
Shut it, Malfoy.
She began to strut to her seat when McGonagall stopped her.
Aren't you going to wait for Mr. Malfoy to ask you his questions?
Jesperson whipped herself around. Her face was positively apple red, and she sputtered and pointed at Draco. Giving a smirk, Draco prepared himself to ask the first question on the list. Inside, he was freaking out. He didn't want to know when this mudblood started her... what's it called? Period, that's it. Her period. Giving a mental shudder, he began to read off the question. In the middle of asking, though, Snape snatched the parchment from his hands. Draco glared up at him.
I do believe class is finished.
Victory! I was literally sweating waterfalls when I thought Malfoy would have to ask me those questions. For once, I actually respected Snape for being punctual about everything. Grabbing my stuff before Malfoy could butt in with another remark about wet dreams and his dick, excuse my French, I bustled out of the class.
I chased her down the corridor to the library. Along the way there, we got comments and stares. Some I waved to, and others who were saying rather rude things, I flipped off with a smile. The doorway to the library was clear and the aisles were empty. There was only one place Hermione would bother to hide. I stalked over to the certain row and saw her hunched in the corner.
Sorry. Mutual friends remember step 2? The plan. Really, Hermione? I snapped at her. Of all reasons for her to force me into a situation like that, she thought only of the plan. Just as I was going to snap at her for my utter humiliation in front of Malfoy and the other Slytherins, Hermione hid her face behind her book and pointed oh so subtly behind me. Oh shit.
"What plan?" came a too familiar voice. "Draco, this shit always happens to me, Malfoy. Just grand."
Hope you liked it. Like, comment, and subscribe.